ladies and gentlemen, lords and ladies, welcome to Friday Night SmackDown on the eve of SummerSlam weekend. We are almost there for a massive 2-day PLE extravaganza, but we start with SmackDown tonight. And the precursor, the appetizer to SummerSlam, if you will, already have some exciting matches on the card. We're getting a women's U.S. title match tonight. We're going to get Zelina and Giulia one-on-one again. I don't know if we're going to blow off a feud, but we're getting Aleister Black versus Damian Priest tonight, which I'm very excited to see. We're also getting John Cena and Cody Rhodes face-to-face one more time before SummerSlam, among other things. So let's do this. A good evening to Sean Swaby. Good to see you, Sean. George, good to see you as always. Sophie, thanks for joining us. And the rest of you who are joining along. By the way, if you're here just to say hi, but you're being quiet in the chat, that's okay. You don't have to talk if you don't want to. But consider subscribing to Marked by Wrestling. We're a channel that likes to emphasize the things that we find joy in wrestling rather than complaining about all the stuff that everyone does. You know what I mean? So it is what it is. So we want to be a happy place for wrestling. So we'll be here tonight. We'll be here tomorrow. We'll be here Sunday. And so I already see that steel cage set up. There's a steel cage. Are they just going to be previewing the U.S. title match, or are we getting the cage match tonight? By the way, yes, Jimmy Uso versus Talla Tonga tonight as well. Say a prayer for Jimmy. Nico Thompson, good to see you. Has heard it. Awesome. So glad you're here, man. Thank you for being here. And Solo and the MFTs here entering in earlier in the day today. Aleister Black looking swanky, looking smart, as they say in Uganda. Sean, I know you say you don't ever want to see The Rock again because of the WrestleMania, many of the blank, but I'm not upset with The Rock because I think he's working everybody. Hey, man, I mean, believe what you want to believe, Sean. It's all good. I just, and I know a lot of that sounds like frustration or hatred towards The Rock. I also just believe we have enough good talent here. We're starting off with the champ. The champ is here, John Cena. Good evening, Teflon Don, our mod father in the house. So good to see you. I don't need The Rock in my wrestling storylines anymore. If he had just stopped after WrestleMania 40, I think it would have been absolutely fine. And it's the constant teasing without showing up. And I'm like, you know what? I wish you wouldn't do that because there's a lot of other talent that the crowd could be getting excited about instead of wondering when's The Rock going to show up again. Does that make sense? Like, I would rather he not tease it at all and just show up and shock everybody because I don't like the teasing and the letting down. There's other terms for that, but I'm not going to say any. Jossie, good to see you, friend. Justin, also good to see you. Wonder if we see Tama. You know what, Justin? I haven't thought about Tama Tonga. I wonder how healed up he is. And I got to wonder if Tama does come back. Does he come back tomorrow? Or I forget which night they're doing, tomorrow or Sunday, Solo and Jacob. But yeah, that's a good question though. Zach Mayer, good to see you. Hello, I am great. How are you doing? George, yeah, I agree. John Cena's heel turn hasn't done it for me. Some people have really loved it. I'm not all that interested in it. I just I feel like every feud has been kind of predictable. I think the CM Punk feud was the only one where I really thought for a second maybe he'll lose. All right, Cena getting the 50-50 chance as he does. Okay, Sunday night, Sophie. Thank you for bringing us up to speed on that. I appreciate it. I hope we see LA Knight tonight because he didn't get it. He didn't get on the card. And he deserves to get some kind of airtime somewhere. He's over enough. You got it, Mod Father. You messing with the Mod Father now. Better take your sorry out on the street. Do I need to do the head nod too? Because I can do that. Well, I don't know if I can do it, but I love D'Lo Brown, man. That chest protector gimmick, goated for me. Love it. I'm just kind of bored with Cena's with Cena's reign. Yeah, absolutely. I mean, is it really D'Lo Brown if the head nod's not a part of it? You know, I don't even know why I asked that question, Mod Father. But we do what we got. So I think truth comes out. I would be happy to be proven wrong, but I think we've probably seen the last of truth when it comes to Cena. I think they're probably done with Truth's interactions with Cena, because it looks like Cena just moves from station to station. Like he's a train that started in January and is just heading toward retirement. And before Cena can say a word, here comes Cody Rhodes. By the way, if you guys are a fan of the show Hot Ones, the Hot Wings interview show, Cody was the interviewee this week, and it was pretty entertaining. Loved it. He also confirmed in that interview that Travis Scott did indeed bust his eardrum and give him a black eye, but he was pretty gracious about it. Cody, always the professional in interviews. That windbreaker, man. That's something else. Tell you what, man, this is just going to be a loud crowd. I think that street fight is going to just be loud, and everyone's going to get cheered, and everyone's probably going to get booed at some point. I feel like it might be a little similar to WrestleMania with that crowd. We'll see what happens. Yeah, like here's the thing, like people can chant things, but like actually look at the faces of the crowd. When Cody comes by, all of them get starstruck. Yeah. Hey, with the what facial expressions? What are you talking about? Green shirt guy is back. I'm sure he's probably been around, but this is the first time I've noticed him in a few shows. So, by the way, those of you who keep up with my 2K playing on the channel, I played through the Summerslam card yesterday, and was a bit of fun. But I also put up a poll on my channel of what tournament you'd like me to see do next. And so far, the overwhelming favorite is the 2002 Undisputed Championship. I think you're right, Sean. I do think this street fight is going to redeem the WrestleMania 41 main event, because they are absolutely I'm sure they're both absolutely annoyed at the criticism that they got from that WrestleMania 41 match. There's so much noise in the crowd because the Cody Rhodes chants are going on, but there's also Cena chanting. It's just a big mess of noise. Cena with the mic. I told you that I was exhausted. That a match at SummerSlam would be too difficult for me. Cena said he was exhausted. Yeah, Sophie, I was surprised to see there be such a front runner. You assaulted me. You forged my signature.
And you forced me into one of the most dangerous matches in WWE.
Street fight is not one of the most dangerous matches.
For its biggest championship.
Cena's about to do some master level gaslighting, I think. Cena sounds like he's half asleep. Like he's playing like he's already exhausted. Thank you.
Because that was just the boot in the ass that I needed. For 25 years.
That was just what he needed.
Day in and day out, I have forged a reputation off of hard work, honesty, and respect.
I do wonder if the release of Unreal on Netflix is going to affect any characters right now.
Down the toilet, chasing false glory when I bought into somebody's crazy idea to make shocking TV. And we did. We shocked the world. We made great TV.
Cena is currently cutting a promo like he's regretting his heel turn. Like he's regretting it. Don't hold your breath, everybody.
And they left me alone, trying to pretend to be something I'm not. I want to leave here with this. After my last match, I want to take this home with me. But it's not because I want to ruin wrestling. Jeez, you guys know I don't want to ruin wrestling. I love wrestling.
Cena's now saying he doesn't want to ruin wrestling. He still wants to take the title, but he doesn't want to ruin wrestling.
I want to take this home with me.
I'm smelling swerve.
So after I'm gone, you guys don't forget about it.
Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh, Cena. He's saying, I want to take this home so you guys don't forget about me.
I was so hung up on how you might see me tomorrow that I forgot to realize how stupid I am acting today.
Dude.
Y'all try to tell me.
Cena's going to kick him in the nuts. This cannot be the face turn right now.
You try to tell me. That ain't listen.
And I'm going to be so mad, which I should be, if he's swerving, because this pretend face turn is so good.
Not a match, a fight. Something that's going to be brutal. Something that is going to force me to dig down and be who I really am. Something that I don't show up for war. I shouldn't show up at all.
He's talking like 2008 John Cena now.
August 1st, 2025, Newark, New Jersey.
He's acting like he's face turning, but I don't trust it. I do not trust it. And the crowd's eating it up because they're believing.
I don't know who leaves with this on Sunday, but I do know who wins. Each and every one of you. Because I'm finally over my own BS, and at long last, we get to see Cody Rhodes face off against the greatest of all time.
At your best, John, though, is it?
With no rules that you wanted. Well, if you want some, come get them.
Okay, well, Cena is giving Cody what he asked for.
And on Sunday, the only platinum rapper showing up to whip your ass is me.
Oh, okay. That's a great line, dog. That's a great line. Oh, my gosh. Oh, that's a good line. Oh, man. Cena said on Sunday, the only platinum rapper showing up to whoop that ass is me. Oh my gosh, he's gonna break so many hearts if this is a swerve. Because this is Cena's best promo of this year. Now it's Cody's turn. I don't know how Cody tops that unless they won't. I'm not even going to say it. I can't. A and B. Hey, I cannot. That promo was so good, and I'm so scared that it's all a swerve because so many hearts are going to be broken because it was too good. Did Cody just grab a couple of Steve Weisers? What is happening? Or are those real American beers?
Welcome back, John Cena.
Welcome back, John Cena. They're cracking open. Those are real American beers. Are they is one of them about to pull in Austin? They're going to toast the beers and one of them's going to kick the other one in the gut. Cody says, welcome back, John Cena. All right. And they both toast. They both have a couple of Hulkweisers, dude. Well, oh my gosh. Do y'all think Seth cashes in on Cena? I'm wondering if Seth cashes in on Cena. Well, here's the thing. If this is legit, we're going to get a great match on Sunday. I am still not holding my breath here, but wow. Yeah. I got to know. I'll have to check in with A later because I imagine if this is legit, it's breaking his heart. He just kissed a lady over on ringside. Cena back in the ring. Going to pose a little bit more. He's definitely taking in the adulation of the crowd more now. He's still not really high-fiving on the way out. Oh, okay. Small things. His back is not turned toward the crowd. He's raising the belt at the entranceway, and he's making eye contact with the fans. Oh, my gosh. And he shook hands with a little girl and a little boy right there in the corner. Multiple kids. Oh, gosh. Oh, gosh. Yeah, he's if not for tonight only, Cena's back. I just don't. Thank you, Wade Barrett. Can you really trust John Cena? Wade and I are on the same page. The mark in me is like in a cage just trying to burst out right now. I want to believe that was real so bad because that was a that was a great segment. I don't know. How do you, George, how do you go heel in a street fight where nothing's against the rules? You know what I mean? Unless he's just kicking him in the jump, before the match or out of the match. I don't know. So Drew McIntyre and Logan Paul crashing a training session, a Jelly Roll training session. Logan Paul is such an 80s heel. Cody did say he grabbed the beers and he said, "Welcome back, John Cena," and they toasted. I've been saying all year long, Sophie, that I want Cena to turn face again. because I didn't think his heel turn was working. But with what he just did, okay, we're going to pull apart Brawl here. Oh, Drew is here. And now he's getting jumped. You know what, George? Let's put this up for everybody in the chat. If Cody Rhodes wins and Cody shakes John Cena's hand and Cody kicks him below the belt, what if, without The Rock and without Travis Scott, of course, they go beat for beat with what they did with Elimination Chamber? They hug, and then the camera zooms in on Cody's face this time, and he makes the sour look and kicks Cena in the jump. I feel like there's still more time for Cody to be babyface, though. I still feel like it's jumping the gun to turn Cody heel right now. But you know what? I'll be along for the ride no matter what they do. But we'll see. I honestly feel like after watching Unreal, Sophie, that shot was more at Triple H. Because Triple H, according to Unreal, made the initial suggestion for turning John Cena heel. So, yeah. But I think he's just blaming creative in general, or all those 5 or 6 guys who were in on it. But we'll see. All right. Here we go. Is it time for the U.S. title, or is that – who's that coming in? Is that Giulia? Yep. Time for the U.S. title. Giulia, along with Kiana James, by the way, who's doing some sort of schoolgirl secretary. She's her admin representative. And Giulia versus Zelina Vega for the U.S. title. Drop those predictions in the chat. I find Giulia retaining. I mean, I didn't think Zelina was going to beat Giulia one-on-one again in a rematch anyways, but now with Kiana James in Giulia's corner, that the numbers game comes into play too. But I'm still looking forward to seeing what kind of chemistry these ladies can strike in the ring. And you know what? I kind of like this Def Rebel theme. I kind of like Giulia's theme. George, you think Zelina is going to win? Okay. Right. 5 guys, Sean Swaby. So those are the only people that are going to be wow. I feel like Zelina should be getting a bigger ovation. Aren't they like pretty near her hometown? I mean, they're in New Jersey, but she's from New York, right? Anyway, talk about the crowd going mild, Sophie. Anyways, who said I was going to respond to somebody? Yeah, Sean, the 5 guys. So that seemed to be who Cena was taking a shot at. Taking a shot. I mean, it was a wrestling promo. I think the crowd was decently responsive for Giulia. I mean, Giulia really hasn't even been in WWE period that long. Just got the title and hasn't been featured on TV enough to even get known. But I can see her ovations getting louder. I'm disappointed in the reception for Zelina Vega, though. But this match was always going to get over with the crowd with the match itself, not with the entrances. So she's from Queens. Okay. Queens gets a good pop. Not so much Zelina. J.R. Dugan. Good to see you.
took him to bed. She is the Women's United States Champion.
Decent pop for Giulia as well. I would argue that Zelina got Queens, New York got a bigger pop than Zelina did, unfortunately. But these girls can absolutely prove it in the ring. So I think the match is going to be fun. But I'm absolutely looking for Giulia to win this match, though. So here we go. I got to admit, I enjoyed that opening segment for what it was, and good opening promo. That's all we get out of Cena and Cody. Then I wonder who's in the main event segment tonight as we go off the air. Curious about that. Justin, you said, I saw that Roman Reigns signed with the Jordan brand. Do you think that means Reed is going to take Roman's shoes again? You know what I thought was nice? I don't know if you guys ever watched Chris Van Vliet interviews, but way back, he interviewed Austin Theory. And Austin Theory talked about the night The Rock, rock bottomed him out of his shoes in the ring on SmackDown. And he picked up one of his Yeezys and threw it into the crowd. Oh, that's right. The AAA tag title open challenge tonight. I forgot about that. I'm looking forward to that as well. I'm curious who we're going to get to show up for that. I really hope it's 2 El Grande Americanos. Nevertheless, Austin Theory, Rock bottomed out of his shoes. And he said The Rock picked up one of his Yeezys and threw it into the crowd. And he's like, and I never got it back. And The Rock didn't pay me anything or buy me a new pair. And so when I see Bronson Reed stealing Roman's shoes, I'm like, you know what? At least he didn't throw them into the crowd. That just would have been nasty work. So, could be worse. This match sponsored by Breath Death, according to the Barricades. Strong strikes here from Giulia. Chop to the chest. Giulia going for a suplex. Whoa. Okay, Giulia. She deadlift suplexed her. Much stronger than she looks. Only 2, though, of course. We could see some AAA guys. That's true. If Giulia wins, who is the next challenger, George? That's a good question. I don't think we'll find out tonight. I'm sure it'll probably be next week or so. But, you could see any of those mid-card ladies, Michin, B-Fab. I mean, maybe Candice LeRae, but, I don't think I just don't think oh, man. Meteora off the apron there. There's not a lot of mid-card baby faces, not a lot of fresh mid-card baby faces lady baby faces on SmackDown. So, your guess is as good as mine on that one, George. We haven't seen her near rings since she said adjudicate. Talking about, who are we talking about, Dawsey? I know. I mean, I wouldn't mind seeing Zelina somehow matched up with Aleister a little bit. It'd be fun to see them work together on screen. Or even back with Andrade again, although she'd be a face if she did that. We could see AAA guys. We could actually Kiana James. Okay. There you go. Thanks, Dawsey. Sorry. We could actually see Mr. Iguana and an Octagon, maybe. That's a possibility. Do you think? Well, actually, I read that Del Rio has gotten exiled, or is no longer on AAA TV. So I don't think he would make a surprise appearance tonight. But yeah, I'm very interested in what's going to happen with that match. I imagine we'll probably get that maybe after this match with all the different matchups we've got tonight. So I do figure it to be kind of a wrestling heavy show, or match heavy. I mean, because this is the night before SummerSlam and we are in PLE week mode. So yeah, we'll see what happens. Anyway, so we've got Giulia and Zelina. We've got the AAA tag titles. We've got Aleister Black and Damian Priest. We've got Jimmy Uso, Talla Tonga. Of those matches, what are you most looking forward to tonight? Let me know in the comments. Sorry, everybody. Yeah, Sean, Vince McMahon did get into a pretty gnarly car accident. The old man probably doesn't need to be driving anymore. He was like going like 90, I want to say 85, 90 in his Bentley. And like, I mean, he really could have hurt a lady. Thankfully, she survived. But yeah, absolutely brutal. Yeah, I'm looking forward to Priest and Black as well. And we are back. Zelina trying to get some offense here on Giulia, but it ain't happening. Oh, what a move here. A modified camel clutch. And, oh my. Yeah, AAA tag title for Justin, Priest and Black for George, Priest and Black also for JR. See if Killings gets involved. Yeah, so if we see Truth, I absolutely believe it'll be a part of that match than any other right now. We'll see what happens. Oh my gosh. Giulia's got her legs bent back too into this camel clutch. Looks like we're going to another submission here by Giulia. Oh! Surfboard stomp right into the mat. Only two. It's a nice touch, but Giulia had a handful of hair on the pin, and as soon as she got up, she never let go of the hair, so she's picking her right up for the next spot. Zelina trying to win by a bunch of pin counters, but only getting two so far. Do you think it's possible Vince found out that Hogan passed? I mean, it's not without the realm of possibility, Sean. I mean, you know, even though Hogan and Vince are two people in the wrestling industry that a lot of people don't have many fond feelings about, those guys have such a history together. I'm sure it impacted Vince to hear about it, regardless of whatever terms they were on when he passed. Oh my gosh. That was a nasty, like, sideways Meteora almost. But Giulia's back up and ducks Zelina's attack off the second rope. Boot to the face, Zelina into the corner. Now picking Zelina up. She's going to try to put her on the top turnbuckle. Let's see what we get here. All right. Giulia climbing up to the top turnbuckle. What are we going to get some kind of... All right. Well, looks like underhooks, maybe an underhook suplex off the top. Yeah, she's only been champion for 34 days, and I think like this is only her second match as champion that I can remember. Zelina gets out. German. Oh my gosh. German suplex off the top from Zelina to Giulia. I mean, Zelina was on the second rope, but Giulia was on the top. Only 2, though. Zelina struggles to get the cover there. Man, quite a move. I'm telling you, the matches tonight, they're going to let the workers work tonight, because this is awesome chants, by the way, from the crowd. For those of you who said the crowd wasn't feeling it. Anyways, on a night like tonight, expect the matches, the workers to get a chance to actually work, because these are all the workers who didn't get on to SummerSlam, but they're getting a chance to show their stuff tonight. Zelina back on the top turnbuckle, multiple headbutts from Giulia, and we got those double underhooks again off the top rope. Is she going to go for a ride? Butterfly suplex off the top, roll over, and boom. The Arrivederci knee to the face. We're going to get a driver. Northern Lights bomb. I think Zelina's done. Only 2. And the crowd can't believe it. And Giulia's selling it. Kiana is selling it. And the crowd just woke up with that 2 count. Hello, me Marchese. Good to see you. I'm calling for Aleister Black in that match. I think he's gonna prove a point against Damian Priest, but we'll see. More This Is Awesome chants. I think we're gonna see a code red before this is over. Giulia losing her cool a little bit. She's going for it again. But reversal. 1, 2. Only 2 from Zelina. Zelina reversed Giulia's finisher, that Northern Lights bomb. She went for it twice. And now backstabber by Zelina. Zelina struggling, though. Trying to climb the ropes. Selling her knee a little bit. She going to go for a moonsault? Moonsault. Oh! Giulia gets the knees up, but it's a sloppy moonsault from Zelina. It looks like she landed on her face. And then Giulia, Michinoku driver. A stalling. Oh, another Northern Lights bomb. 3 finishers, 3, and Giulia holding the side of her face. Yeah, that moonsault was miscalculated by Zelina. She might have caught knees to the face on that. But Giulia still looks great. And catching her breath. And here comes Kiana in the ring to celebrate with Giulia with her oversized handbag. And still champion, Giulia. But Zelina, great work. Great back and forth. Unfortunately, that moonsault didn't quite stick. But the rest, that was just one spot, though. The rest of that match was great. Justin, that's not a bad thought. If Killings gets involved, you could turn it into a tag team match. But who would team with Aleister Black, though? That's a great question. Oh, and Giulia posing with her foot on Zelina's face. All right, here's Solo with the MFTs.
Solo this Sunday at Summerslam. You defend that championship inside a steel cage. But tonight, a steel cage hangs above the ring, and I've heard that is per your request. Why?
What are you talking about, Captain? Huh? Do I look like room food to you? No. Okay? The only 2 things that I'm worried about is this title and my MFTs.
Speaking of your family tree, Talla Tonga makes an in-ring debut tonight against your big brother, Jimmy Uso.
Little big brother.
Little big brother.
Big Jim is going to get a big boot across the
big mouth against my 7-foot monster, Talla Tonga. See, tonight is about sending a message. What's that stupid crap? What's that stupid saying, huh? Get in, where you fit in. You know what I mean?
Solo's facial expression game has upped quite a bit, man. Hey, Shabonica, good to see you. Coming to the ring now, Legado del Fantasma. Oh, it's sorry. When I see Legado, I don't think about the Garzas. I know that's who they are, but anyway, it's time for the AAA Tag Champion Open Challenge. So let's see who answers. I just hope it's not a letdown, man. It could be a team from AAA. It could be the New Day. Ooh, what if it was the New Day? Yeah, I mean, it's an open challenge, so it could be besides anybody from it could be anybody, right? Outside of SmackDown, inside SmackDown. I just got to okay. They just said any superstars from any brand, so it could be Raw, SmackDown, or NXT, and the entire SmackDown tag division is in the TLC match. So it's not gonna be a team from SmackDown unless it's like Pretty Deadly or something. But so it could be a team from Raw. It could be a team from NXT. Yeah, so this could be really interesting. It could be a team from AAA. The only thing is that I feel like they would use this moment to announce someone that the crowd's at least going to be a little familiar with. That's my only thing that I don't know about with it being a team from AAA. Like, is the New Jersey crowd gonna pop for AAA guys if they come out? Maybe Mr. Iguana, he was pretty over at Worlds Collide, but I don't know. But that was here, but that was out in LA. So I don't know. Shamanika, I'm sorry, you had a question. What if John uses for his hype because he don't think he can beat Cody without Travis, and next week says he uses us for his hype? Oh, huh. That's actually a good, I could see him saying that. Iguana and Psycho Clown. Thank you, George. I could not think of another guy. I thought of Octagon, but I think he's more of a solo act anyways, and that was just a special occasion for them. Or Pagano. Okay, gotcha. All right. Yeah, I would just hate for the surprise to be underwhelming with the local crowd. Let alone us. But either way, Legado is highly underrated as a tag team. They don't get a lot of TV time or a lot of promo time, but they can go. Those guys can go in the ring. I was kind of surprised not to see them included in the TLC match. But I actually like this better. I like that they're spotlighting the AAA titles on WWE TV, and whomever challenges them will have a shot, you know. Yeah, I mean, that's a long shot, Justin, but I wouldn't rule it out. Somebody from TNA. Can you imagine if it was the Hardys? Oh my gosh. Jersey would come unglued if it was the Hardys. Or if it was, I don't know. Wait a minute. Can someone tell me there was a team in AEW that the rumors were that WWE was interested in them? Was it Private Party? Or somebody else? But I'm thinking, though, if it is Private Party that WWE was interested in, that I was reading a while back, you wouldn't put them on the same brand as the Street Profits because they're very similar. Or what if it's Truth and Mello? I mean, Truth did tweet that picture of him and Mello and Profits. Granted, they stuck Profits with BFAB like the next day after that, but whatever. All right. We're back in 30. So, hello, A&B combos. Got to spotlight my brother and sister. What up, everyone? Showing that love to fellow coalition member Mark by Wrestling and to everyone in the super chat. Thank you so much, A&B. I got to know, I know you guys are doing your thing right now. So we got to catch up after the show because I want to know what A thought of that Cena promo tonight. So very interested in that. So we'll see. Yeah, Punk and Gunther are headlining night 1. Cody and Cena headlining night 2. So we'll see. We'll see what happens. TKO owns WWE and UFC, and yet we're still getting boxing promos. I mean, come on, man. Yeah, I don't know what's going to happen here, Sean, with the NXT and TNA, but I think you may not be far off. I wonder if the Culling could go over there and steal the TNA tag titles. You'd want a heel to do it. Do you ever? Because you notice it's all heels in NXT who are winning the TNA Gold. Oh, so they're showing when AAA won it. So now we're getting the visibility of Psycho Clown and Pagano. So we might actually see them here now. All right, well, let's see who the Santos Escobar has the mic. So we're going to get a proper introduction. We'll see what happens. Yes, while you're here, everybody, make sure you're smashing that like button. Hulk smash like. All right, let's see who's answering the challenge. Their outfits are looking pretty clean.
If you want to be Lucha Libre royalty, all you do is come out here.
Lucha Libre royalty. Please let it be Americanos. Please let it be the Americanos. It's probably not going to be, though, because El Grande is in that 4-way match. Oh, it's Mr. Iguana. Pop for Mr. Iguana. Let's go. Mr. Iguana and Psycho Clown, baby. Yeah. All right. New Jersey pop for Mr. Iguana. And it's very smart of them putting Iguana's face on the Tron so they know who it's going to be. Man, the crowd is here for Mr. Iguana. Well, I'll tell you what, we're going to have a fun tag match here, guys. Mr. Iguana is on SmackDown the night before SummerSlam. Just listen to that sentence. Just listen to that sentence. This is wild. Layeska is on Friday Night SmackDown. Joe Tessitore over here standing on business with Wade Barrett, saying we're not gonna disrespect Layeska. Loud Iguana chants from Jersey. Oh, I love it. All right. Wow. Angel Garza and Psycho Clown starting off.
Biggest thing in Lucha Libre for the past 10 years, and the son of my personal favorite ever luchador, Super Bulky.
Wade Barrett's favorite luchador was Super Porky. Oh man, Iguana and Santino as a tag team would be brutally fun. Would absolutely love it. To the Cobra and Lyeska together. Could you imagine a trios team with Mick Foley? You could have Mr. Sacco, the Cobra, and Lyeska all sharing one ring. All right, that's a cool gimmick. Psycho Clown's like rip. Oh my gosh, popped him with that one. Ripping sort of the skin off his mask. That's pretty dope. Chanting for Iguana. Lyeska's out there asking for the tag.
Psycho Clown has no interest in tagging out quite yet, but who can blame him? He is kicking.
Oh, Berto comes in with the blind tag.
So the open challenge met by Psycho Clown and Mr.
I tell you what, guys, when Iguana hits the ring with that hot tag, Jersey's gonna blow up.
I'll tell you right now, Santos Escobar is adamant that
Sophie, I mean, probably. I think if anything, this is probably just a teaser to get AAA on WWE TV.
Challenges in the ring. What a way to turn this one around. The poor Psycho Clown now perhaps wishing he made that tap, but he can't. Oh,
I tell you what, though, depending on how this match goes, I don't think it's a bad idea to have them retain. Wow. Angel Garza just threw his pants on Iguana. Now Mr. Iguana's chewing it. Okay, sorry. I'm so distracted by this match. Now, I think if the Garzas won this match, you could continue to have this open challenge every week and bring in more AAA talent on SmackDown to, to give them an exhibition. But Iguana's super over, though, so, he might be a good choice for them to take the titles right back tonight, but we'll see what happens. Man, Garza's got a massive goose egg on his leg. Psycho Clown trying to get that tag to Iguana. All right, the crowd is on fire for Mr. Iguana. Oh, headbutt. Springboard headbutt from Iguana and Lyeska. Oh gosh, Lyeska is biting biting Garza. Oh gosh, springboard doesn't work. A little slippage there from Iguana. Oh, tilt-a-whirl DDT. Nope. Oh, into a crucifix. Only two. Yeah, I got to wonder. I mean, I feel for the AAA talent who wrestles in WWE rings because so many, for lack of a better term, so many acrobatic and flippy wrestlers have a little bit of a time getting used to the ropes in WWE. Oh, no. Oh, wow. What a reversal from Los Garza. They catch Iguana on the dive outside and throw him back into Psycho Clown. But Psycho Clown now may be in control over Berto. Nope, disaster kick. Oh, they said Berto was not the legal man, so they tagged. Well, that's weird. They tagged back in Garza. It's hard to keep track of who's legal and who's not. Oh, okay. Iguana's still the legal man in the ring. That's why the ref wouldn't count. Good for the ref. Withholding to the rules. Big paint spot on Angel Garza's rib cage. Oh my gosh. Double team move off the top. Oh my gosh. Are they going to go for a double, just a super body slam off the top? Only two. Still big chance for Iguana. Makes us tag the Psycho Clown. Both Garza still waiting for him. He hit Angel with a crossbody, but Berto caught him with a drop kick on the way down. So no pinfall. Oh, the MTY apparently is their finisher is called. And the Garzas retain. That's it. That was a fun match. It definitely felt like maybe those guys had a little bit of communication issues in the ring, because there were just some spots that didn't look like they knew what the other one was doing. But you know what? I think we should continue to have more open challenges. Let other guys, let other teams come in and try. Logan Paul and Drew McIntyre backstage now getting interviewed.
No. Anything we have to say, what you say in front of the world there tonight.
And they are declining any comments. They say anything we have to say, we're going to say in front of the people later on tonight. All right, coming up next, Damian Priest and Aleister Black, baby. Really? Are we going to close the show with Jimmy Uso and Talla Tonga? I mean, it won't be the worst thing, but still. Huh. We'll see. All right, so we're back. Modfather, are you in the chat? Because if so, I think you should hit us with a question. Otherwise, I'll have to hit y'all with a question. And let me see what I got here. All righty. My question for you tonight. What I'm wearing, I got a new shirt this week. I already have a WrestleMania shirt, but this one is actually WrestleMania 3. One of my favorite WrestleManias of all time. Steamboat and Savage, Hogan and Andre, among other matches. But tell me, what is your favorite ever WrestleMania entrance? And if you had a WrestleMania entrance, what song would you pick? It can be a wrestling theme. It can be regular music. It can be either way. And while you guys are thinking about that, I'm going to put Sean Swaby, who asked a question, and let's get some thoughts on this. Thinking ahead, but who do you think is going to be a part of War Games this year? That's a good question, because War Games is going to be in San Diego. You know what? It would be really wild. I don't think they have the guts to do it, but if they did an intergender War Games, because I'm thinking about like Judgment Day with Raquel and Roxy being a part of it, but you could have Solo Sikoa and the MFTs in there. They're a faction who's together. Who else could you have? I mean, you could just have a mishmash team of good guys as well. You know, I wonder how long this Drew McIntyre Logan Paul friendship will happen, because those two could be involved in a War Games as well. Honestly, you might end up with, cause imagine those two with a healed up Seth Rollins, Braun Breaker, and Bronson Reed, those five as a team in War Games against, say, let's say CM Punk, Randy Orton, Jey Uso, you know, Sami Zayn and Penta or somebody. You would have a real mishmash of teams there. But I would like that match. I'll say that. George, Bianca Belair. Bianca had one of my favorites as well. Two of my favorite entrances as well, back to back. 39 and 40. I loved them both. Or was it 38 and 39? I think it was. When she did the marching band and when she did the girls' dance troupe from Compton. I loved both of those. J.R. Dugan says WrestleMania 20 and The Undertaker. Oh, man. When he came back as the dead man. Oh, man, that was such a good entrance. I loved that. Also, I liked Kane's entrance from that same match because they had that New York City skyline background for WrestleMania 20, and all the buildings were on fire when he came out, which I thought was pretty cool. We're getting a promo for TLC. George says Triple H's WrestleMania entrance with Charlotte, Alexa, and Sasha Banks. That's got to be from WrestleMania 30, the Daniel Bryan match. That was, of all of Triple H's over-the-top entrances, I think that one has the most aura and the most mythos behind it because of those ladies and their futures. It's always fun to go back and see different future superstars showing up in WrestleMania entrances because you had, you know, CM Punk in one of John Cena's entrances at WrestleMania 22 or 23, 22, when he came out like a gangster, like Chicago gangster. And then you also had at WrestleMania 6, I think, Rhythm and Blues, the Honky Tonk Man and Greg the Hammer Valentine came out in a pink Cadillac. That pink Cadillac was driven by Diamond Dallas Page. He actually owned the Cadillac. And then what other interesting entrances? I mean, I don't think Adam Rose, I don't think he ever had I can't remember him ever having a WrestleMania entrance, but he had a lot of, his Rosebuds were all a lot of future stars as well. Sophie, yeah, it does seem like Speed is canceled. It just disappeared. It didn't show up on X this week, and there was no communication from WWE about it. It just kind of died quietly, which I guess means Sol Ruka retires as the women's speed champion. Yes, yeah, I mentioned that one, Sophie, WrestleMania 22 in Chicago. All right, there we are, the TLC match. Crazy. 2, 3, 4, 6 teams in TLC. It's the biggest TLC ever. All right. Here comes Damian Priest, the former El Campeón. I know Speed didn't get maybe a ton of views, you know, compared to other TV shows. But I will say I really was glad that it existed because you got a lot of matchups you were never going to see on TV. And that way you kind of got to see different things happen. And honestly, because of Speed, that helped me get into Yoshi Inamura from NXT because he and Ivar from the War Raiders had a fantastic match. Oh, it's going to be such a chaotic match.
Not that far of a drive.
Sean, you bring up a good point. I think it might be a matter of time. I do believe Survivor Series. I don't know. I think if any of the other big PLEs go 2 nights next, Royal Rumble will probably be next because you'll have a Royal Rumble main event each show. But yeah, I would love if Survivor Series went 2 nights that you do it just like you said. One night would be War Games, and the second night would be one night would be War Games, and the other night would be a 5-on-5. And I would want that 5-on-5 to have stakes, though. I've said this many times. I think you have a 5-on-5 Survivor Series match, and whoever wins the whatever team wins the 5, just either becomes that they get high numbers in the Royal Rumble, or I don't know, they get title shots, which I think they did that one year in a Survivor Series match. They all got to become GMs for one night, for a month, and yeah, here comes Aleister Black. Drop your predictions there in the comments. But yeah, I would love so it's almost like a Money in the Bank match, Sophie, then whoever last person standing is gets a championship match. But they would have to maybe schedule the match instead of impromptu. Yeah. I read someone's fantasy booking today online, which I thought was a cool idea. They didn't name any names, but they said they thought it would be cool if a Survivor Series team just got together, a mishmash team or whatever, faces, heels, doesn't matter. But they have such good chemistry in the match. They just decide to start a faction together. And that's how a faction gets formed, is with the Survivor Series match. And I was like, that's actually a pretty cool idea. You could do it once. All right. I don't think AEW is in any position to start doing 2-day pay-per-views. They have a hard enough time filling up a house for one show. I think they just need to focus on making good one-night shows and good weekly TV before spreading out to 2 nights. I don't think they're going to do that anytime soon. They shouldn't be thinking about anything like that anytime soon. Because if anything, it was kind of for WrestleMania, it was kind of a demand. I feel like they're reaching a little bit with SummerSlam, but that's okay. Justin thinks Aleister Black wins with Ron Killings costing Damian Priest. George says no contest. I mean, that's absolutely up in the air. Could continue the feud that way. Or the winning team gets control of the opposing brand's show. I mean, yeah, not a bad idea. All right, here we go. I'm hoping these fellas deliver. Priest is now sporting black and blue in his gear instead of black and purple, although it looks like he didn't get the job finished. He's still got a couple of purple stripes in there.
The wrong time for Aleister Black, who snapped in the process. There's now perhaps going to snap the body of Damian Priest.
Okay.
Priest's reaction to that was pretty clear.
Yeah, so some of y'all think we're going to see Truth in this match. It's not a bad guess. We'll see what happens.
I'm bringing the hands and I'm punishing you.
And we are halfway through the show tonight here at this mark. So we still have Jimmy versus Talla Tonga. And we'll see what happens. And these two Priest kind of winning the face-off so far. Oh, Sean. Do you remember the Survivor Series 01? It was WWF versus the Alliance. Could have been a perfect time to introduce War Games, and we don't know. Vince was not going to let that happen. Yes. One thing that I don't care for with Vince, never cared for with Vince, was that he was never going to cop to an idea that he didn't create. Like, Sean might sometimes, and the best case scenario was he would steal the idea and then just make it bigger. Like, I'm fairly confident. Big dive from Aleister Black there. I'm fairly confident the Elimination Chamber probably came about because he didn't want to do War Games. And Shawn Michaels even went on record saying when he fought the Undertaker, he advocated for doing an old NWA cage, which is when they had a cage with a roof on it. And he's like, we could do a lot of fun stuff. And that's actually how Hell in a Cell got created. He's like, we got to do it bigger. I hated that whole alliance storyline, man. Because when you go back and look at that matchup, that WWF versus the Alliance, like it was almost all WWF people anyways. Like there were hardly any really true WCW or ECW guys even in that match that hadn't already been in WWF. I think Rob Van Dam might have been like the only one in that match that was truly a transplant. But there were a lot of reasons why that feud failed. Vince being one of them. Vince's booking was one of the problems. Another problem was the Monday Night Wars were for real. A lot of those wrestlers didn't get along back then, and they were paranoid and unprofessional with each other, and probably didn't trust the WCW and ECW guys all that well. And then also, a lot of the really brightest and most famous WCW stars had such good contracts with Time Warner that they made more money not wrestling than wrestling. So your Kevin Nash's, your Ric Flairs, your Goldbergs, all those guys would just sit at home and take and get their paychecks. And I totally get that. Because if I was in that profession of being a pro wrestler and you have to throw yourself on the ground all the time, and instead your former company, which is now out of business, is like, we're going to continue paying you for another year and a half to do nothing. I mean, that's not a bad deal. Not a bad deal at all. So anyway, not having those available stars, Vince never was going to buy into WCW as a viable threat because that would involve his ego acknowledging them as a threat. And yeah, just the tension between the performers themselves just made it for a bad deal, which is unfortunate. I would love to see them do some kind of. Right now, TNA has not shown up anywhere on mainstream WWE TV, so I'm really more looking at could we get maybe an NXT versus TNA feud, and I think that would be great right now. No, Sting was not going to come to WWE any earlier than he did. He's been on record saying, morally speaking, he did not. I would love NXT versus TNA War Games. That would be so much fun. Give me Obafemi and Trick and I don't know, Hank and Tank, any of those guys, Inamura, Briggs, whatever. A loose alliance with NXT because those guys might not trust each other either would be a lot of fun. No, Sting was never going to hop over with the rest of those guys. Sting did not think he was not a fan of I'm just going to bring up a couple things, but the divas doing the Playboy shoots and the raunchiness and all that stuff. He didn't want to be a part of that. And so he chose to go to TNA as well instead, which at least had and he didn't go to TNA right away either. He just didn't wrestle for a while. But then when he did go to TNA, it wasn't quite as debaucherous as WWE was in that era. And then once it cooled off, he showed up. And then Triple H buried him, which sucked. Sting came to WWE in 2014. He debuted at Survivor Series 2014 and wrestled Triple H at WrestleMania 31 in 2015. And I did not care for that match at all. It was just one big victory lap for WWF and the Clique. I was so annoyed that, you know, Sting's wrestling Triple H in his crow persona. And Triple H has DX come out and help him, which made sense. But he has the NWO come and help Sting. Like, Sting freaking hated the NWO, especially that iteration of Sting, the Crow Sting. Having the black and white NWO show up to help him. And so, anyway, super annoying. Like, I just hated it. To be honest, Sting wouldn't have had a lot of allies at that point, because the only true allies that very rarely turned their back on Sting were like the Lex Lugers of the world, and Lex, I think, was paralyzed at that point. Yeah, Sting Undertaker would have been a fun match. I feel like Taker probably would have been cooler to Sting than Triple H was at that time. Dude, there was no reason. There was no reason for Triple H to win that match other than WWE has to look good over WCW. Like, the entire world was behind Sting at that point. I don't think Hogan, Hall, or Nash needed to be a part of that, or X-Pac. I can't remember. Did X-Pac come out with DX, or did he come out with the NWO? I don't remember. But anyway, no. I'll never not believe that Sting wasn't just, I mean, Barry is a strong term because he's Sting. Oh my gosh. Oh, is that a DQ? Yeah, it's a DQ. Aleister Black just threw a chair in Damian Priest's face, and that's that. Referee Daphne LaShawn says, no. That is a DQ. The chair throw seemed kind of out of nowhere. I mean, they were really going hard at it outside, but seemed a little out of sorts. But Priest still with the chair. I do wonder if we see truth at this point. Ref getting in Aleister's face saying, match is over. Go on your way. Is New Jersey saying one more time? Yep, and he hits him one more time. Okay, ref steals the chair out of his hand. It felt like that match just ended right as it was starting to get good. Like, imagine if they had ended that Zelina Vega Giulia match 5 minutes early. That would have sucked. So. And Aleister's continuing this beatdown outside the ring. Is he going to try to hit him with the black mass? He's leaned up against the steps. Oh! Caught him right in the face. And Damian Priest just slumps down the stairs. And that is that. Okay. Well, that's that. Crowd kind of booing Aleister Black. Some of them are. It's like just kind of a lot of noise. Obafemi and Vikingo in War Games. Yeah, that would be a lot of fun, especially if they square up against each other, man. I'd love to see just a match there, because Obafemi could toss that dude around, and Vikingo could do a lot of stuff. We're getting a recap of Jade Cargill beating Chelsea Green. And then here comes Tiffany. That'll be an interesting match this weekend, Tiffany and Jade. I'm interested to see what kind of in-ring chemistry they have together. Here's Tiffany walking backstage. And there's Jade.
I mean, maybe, but how is it going to have you walking into our match limping? And besides, when I meet you tomorrow, I don't have any excuses.
Trust, there won't. Remember, I was the first step to you after me. Now there's no distractions, no cashes to worry about, nothing in the pocket. I'm gonna finish what I started.
Okay. Jade says she's gonna finish what she started. And I think she might. I think Jade's gonna win. We'll see what happens. Yeah, I'm curious to see who the sorry, I'm just checking the channel mascot here. Now who we got coming out? Talla Tonga. Let's see. Wow. I don't think we got any other matches scheduled after this. So I guess Logan Paul and Drew McIntyre will end up closing the show tonight. Come here, buddy. All right, we're headed to commercial break here. What's up? What's up, puppy? Sorry, I got my channel mascot in here. Oh my gosh, Sophie, could you imagine 30 minutes of Jimmy Uso and Talla Tonga? Oh, sounds like purgatory. No, they still advertised an in-ring promo segment with Logan Paul and Drew McIntyre. So I'm guessing closing the show, we'll probably have Randy Orton, maybe Jelly Roll too, make an appearance and leave him laying or fight or something. I don't know. I guess that's how we'll end the night. And that's how we go to SummerSlam. I think it's wild that we started off the show with Cody and Cena. I feel like that'd be the last thing we want to see. But yeah, I don't know. Okay, here's a unofficial poll right now during the commercial break. Did you guys believe John Cena's speech tonight? Do you believe Cena is a babyface now? Let's know in the comments. Do you believe he is currently a babyface? According to that. Oh gosh. George doesn't believe it. John Cena's babyface. Something doesn't seem true about that. Sean, okay, we're all a little skeptical so far. So we'll see. We'll see what comes of it. Cody did say he wants the real John Cena. So he could have been like, I'm going to be babyface for one match. I don't know how that works. Yeah, he did give him what he wanted. He is going to give him what he wanted. So, yeah, Sophie. I mean, Roman and Jay could open the show, which is wild. I don't think I'm not used to seeing Roman making an entrance with during daylight, which I think it'll still be daylight because it's in a stadium. Although it'll be 6 p.m. local time. Yeah, I don't know. Yeah, so it'll still be daylight at that point. Maybe they go on next to last. I think they maybe still go on next to last. And the opening match could be the tag titles, or could even be Sammy and Carrion or Tiffany and Jade. Night one's an interesting card.
Well, yesterday, President Trump signed an executive order at the White House reviving the presidential fitness.
Oh my gosh, I can't believe they're showing this on TV.
The council's made up of top American athletes.
Just right out here showing Triple H at the White House.
The Hall of Famer Paul Triple H will have. Simple.
Oh gosh. Doing this the week after the Hogan tribute is certainly a choice. It's certainly a choice. No, I haven't seen the Roman Jey Uso merch. Oh my. Wow, big pop for Jimmy. Okay. I did hear those rumors too, JR. I would, you know what? If, yeah, CW or A&E, I don't know. Actually, if they end up on either of those networks, I'm not sure that I would be able to start watching Impact. Although I think if you get the right subscription with the TNA Plus app, you can watch Impact there. But we'll see. How many swerves do you think we see at SummerSlam? Maybe one or two, but I don't think we see a ton. Man. I'm assuming we see Jacob tonight. Think he shows up to help out cousin Jimmy. Comes out to help little Jimmy.
Jimmy Uso is not a small man at all. Look at the size of Talla Tonga. I mean, look at that matchup. Talla Tonga has been small since it was about 10 years old. Dude is absolutely huge. The biggest superstar.
I gotta say, I'm a big fan of WWE, using their go-home shows to elevate talent that aren't on the card. But also, there's that sort of lull in booking, like right before a big weekend like this at SummerSlam, where we're all kind of like, yeah, Jacob Fatu's totally coming out in this match. Like, that sort of predictability, I wish they could do something to address that for sure. It was fun to see Mr. Iguana and Psycho Clown, though, tonight. That might have been my marked moment. Or Cena turning babyface. I don't know. Hulkamania just bringing people together.
You are going to be highly effective in okay, she generates all that momentum here.
Okay.
First match here on SmackDown, and this is a well-traveled individuals competing and won championships across the UK and Japan. He's got the reps and has so much to cover with him at the helm, guiding this big beast of a human being. This is how effective he can be.
I got to admit, this match is not really carrying my attention. I don't know the rest of you guys think. I wouldn't mind seeing Jimmy on Raw because him being over there where Jay is would be fun. They don't have to tag together, but the option would be there. That wouldn't be so bad, you know? I don't know. There's a chant that's getting muted in the crowd. I'm not sure what's up with that. Huh. I'm not sure what's up with that. Yeah, no LA Knight. I don't love that, Sophie. I mean, I'm not saying he has to be in the main event or anything, but not being on the show at all is a little rough, don't you think? But here we are on a commercial break.
Well-traveled Talla Tonga. It's singles action. It's SmackDown TV debut for singles action. Seated by the side of Solo Sikoa as the newfound tall and big for Solo. Back turn for just a second.
Give me just a second, you guys. Sorry.
Uh-oh. I was going to say it didn't, but unfortunately, you want to have right in the kisser. Now,
For did anything else for LA Knight?
as you said, Joe, Big Jimmy is not dealing with one particular MFT particularly well. Now, no, anybody on the roster dealing with Talla Tonga. You got to be able to chop him down. You got to be able to neutralize his offensive attack and the sides of No, that's the problem. You got to overcome that size. How do you do it? Just look at the.
Oh, I had to go say hi to A and B. They said hi to me, and I never returned the love because I'm so nervous about doing the show by myself in the dead time. But I had to take a minute to say hi to them. So. Oh man, you think Priest and Black going to get a Sheamus and Cesaro tag team? I don't know if they'll do that again, Justin. But you know what? If they do, I am not going to hate that because both of those guys with their build and their style of offense, I think they could be a really fun team together. I think they'd be a lot of fun. I do think SmackDown's been pretty good tonight. I'm going to be honest. This Jimmy Uso Talla Tonga match is not doing anything for me, but everything else on the show has been really engaging. That opening segment with Cody and Cena was really good. Zelina and Giulia was really good. They gave them time to work, and other than one little mishap on the moonsault, they were great. Getting to see Psycho Clown and Mr. Iguana, is fun. Sophie, I will say that I'm with you, Sophie. I would rather see that with Sheamus and Rusev than with Priest and Black. I wouldn't mind seeing now. Okay, let's take that Sheamus Cesaro story and split it in half between these two feuds. I would like to see Sheamus and Rusev end up as a tag team, but I would like to see Priest and Black do a best of 7. I think that could be a lot of fun. Because I would like it to be a best of 7. I just don't know what the prize would be in the best of 7. Like, would it be for the U.S. title and they're going to face Solo Sikoa? If Jacob won the title back, it'd be great. But yeah, they are giving these two time, which I'm a little surprised about. I would think they would want Talla Tonga to be wrestling a little shorter right now because he's still this menacing giant figure, you know?
Tall and 265 pounds. What a frame from Talla Tonga. Here's what I like about Talla Tonga. It is the pacing. Everything is deliberate. It's a rushing anything.
Wade Barrett on this commentary saying, I love Talla Tonga's pacing. Bro, come on. Justin, I have not seen the Twisted Metal series. I remember, oh boy, I'm going to sound old again, guys. I remember the games on PS1, the Twisted Metal series. Is it true Samoa Joe is in that show? Is that right? Sophie, I just heard that today. God of War is getting a TV series. I'm very curious. Is it like the Norse version, like the PS4, PS5 version of God of War, or the Greek version from the PS2, PS3 games that the story's going to be? Because I think both of them deserve stories. But one of my favorite writers, who I found on a podcast with Kevin Smith, his name is Mark Bernardin, is involved with the God of War series. And I just found that out today, right before the show. So, yeah, I hope it's good. Although I imagine it's going to be an intense show if the video game is any indication. And I've played all the games except for Ragnarok. I beat the so I hadn't played those newer God of War games until last year, and I beat the first one. I was still exploring that world though before I started Ragnarok. I haven't done that yet. I haven't started Ragnarok. Wow, Jimmy Uso. Does every Samoan do a spear, bro? Now Jimmy Uso hitting a spear. It woke up New Jersey. It's going to go for a splash. Oh, Talla Tonga catches him out of the Uso splash with a choke. We about to get a Talla choke slam. Down he goes. And that's 3. Yeah, I heard the Harry Potter series is like 8-episode seasons. I don't know. We'll see what happens. I hope they do it well. And I hope it feels a little more like the books. Oh, you know what? I was sitting here wondering why they had these weird partitions around the mat. It's for the cage. That's what it is. Because they're going to bring the cage down and trap Jimmy in here. Jimmy can't catch a break, dude. Gunther busted him open before WrestleMania, and now Solo about to bust him open before SummerSlam. I mean, Jimmy can't, man. Naomi's the breadwinner in that household, which, I mean, listen, man. Naomi could be the breadwinner in this household, too, if she lived with my family, but still. But, yeah, like, you're going to have a hard time rescuing him, Jacob, if you come in to interfere. I know that much. He's going to spike. Here he comes. And now the cage has stopped lowering. He come down with that shiesty on and everything. Jacob is capturing, is trapping himself in the cage with Solo and all the MFTs, and Jimmy is done for. I know Jacob is a bad dude, but Jacob rolls Jimmy out of the way. Solo bails outside the cage door, and now JC and Tonga stay in the cage to get their lickings. Yeah, Sophia, I don't know. I'll be interested to find out about God of War. All right, well, these two. And boom, pop-up Samoan drop. That's that. Jacob Fatu's shirt looks like something you could get on the street in Panama City Beach with an airbrusher. All right. All gas, no brakes with it. Talla and Solo. Now he's going for another moonsault this time. Or is he? On Tongaloa. Boom. 2 moonsaults. Jacob looking strong, but the name of the game is escape in the cage. And Solo is very good at running away. So we'll see what happens. Okay. Think Jacob's going to win? I don't know, man. I think Solo's still got that numbers game. I think he's still going to find a way. All right. Well, that's that. We got 20 minutes left in the show. And the only thing I know about that we're going to look at is probably Drew McIntyre and Logan Paul. I don't know. I don't need more of that feud. I'm just ready for them to have the match. You know what I mean? And I'm looking forward to the match, but I don't know.
Biggest party of the summer, the World Heavyweight Championship. CM Punk and the Ring General Gunther.
Punk and Gunther. The main event of night one. Women's tag team titles.
We're not friends. Boy, they're making a nice pairing. They Charlotte Flair, Alexa Bliss. Can they take down Raquel Rodriguez and Roxanne Perez?
I think Judgment Day and Charlotte and Alexa will be an underrated match. Sammy and Carrie, and I think that'll be a fun match too. What'd you do? What'd you do, buddy? What happened? Huh? Did you get a little too close? Did you? Did you? Come here. Come here. Sorry. I have a dehumidifier in this room, but it's like touch activation to turn on. And I'm pretty sure my dog just straight up turned it off with his nose by sniffing it. And then he was like, what just happened? Okay. Jimmy and Jay. I mean, Roman and Jay. Sorry, Roman. Didn't mean to say that. I wish the graphic for this match would have Bronson still holding the shoes. The audacity to take his shoes. Gordon Soley couldn't have said it better.
Let's move on to SummerSlam Sunday because
Io, Naomi, and Rhea. I love the moving graphic for the women's match because Naomi doesn't move at all, and she's got a moving graphic because you can see her blink the whole time. I just absolutely love that subtle choice. It's so much fun. And Solo and Jacob in the cage. I got to admit, there's not a lot of crowd noise for the SummerSlam card. I think they're probably just ready for the show to happen. Lad, hey. Sorry, guys. Come here. Come here. I'll get you something to eat when the show's over. Don't worry. We'll have a good time.
On the men's side, the IC title.
There's a pop for the AJ Styles Dominic Mysterio match.
Intercontinental Championship. Styles and Dirty Dom coming your way Sunday.
Yeah, I agree. Becky doesn't need the title, but she's been making the title far more interesting since she's held it. I think Lyra's been more interesting chasing it as well. I hope Bayley somehow gets involved in that match, though, because I hate that she has once again been left off of a major card this year. A lot of noise there for Cena and Cody, though.
Cena is back. That is exactly what Cody Rhodes asked for. But what he really wants is to win the WWE Undisputed Championship. He gets the chance tomorrow against John Cena in a street fight. The main event of SummerSlam Sunday. Countdown show begins at 3 Eastern, SummerSlam 6 Eastern. All streaming on Peacock.
Okay. There's Charlotte and Alexa.
To become the new WWE Tag Team Champions, it certainly feels like the chemistry between you both has evolved for the last couple of weeks. So would you call this something more than just a tag
A lot of woos from the crowd.
Well, I have to be honest, I didn't have Lexi and I tagging on my 2025 bingo card. We're both so different, but here's the thing. She's had my back. She's shown up for me, and I have to say I respect her, even if she's super annoying.
I'm sorry. Is that your version of a compliment?
Dude, take it or leave it.
So this time, just take it. Anyway, I will give it to her. Charlotte hasn't been half bad, and she's had my back with it. Playful jabs, witty insults. That certainly feels like friendship to me.
Definitely not. Maybe.
She doesn't like using the F word.
She
We
doesn't.
focus on winning the tag titles before the label. She says I'm the line one. Let's go.
Thank you so much, guys.
Y'all, one of these days, Charlotte Flair and Alexa Bliss are gonna hug, and the crowd is gonna pop like crazy. They're gonna drag that thing out. I don't know if they. Hopefully, they drag it out past this weekend. We'll see. They don't need to feud. They need to actually build towards becoming actual friends. It's honestly a little bit. I give credit where credit's due. It's a little bit like the MJF Adam Cole thing. I don't think they should go the same directions as that feud did, but this like we're not admitting that we're buddies thing. I think yeah. I think we could get a little bit of that, a little taste of that would be fun. All right. Well, it's been a decent show tonight as far as go home shows go. And looks like when we come back from commercial break, we'll hear from Logan Paul and Drew McIntyre, who are going to get it to headline the show tonight. So I'm assuming we might see an RKO here, there, or out of nowhere. Maybe Jelly Roll's in the house. I mean, they're already there in New Jersey, right there close to the venue in New York. So we'll see what happens. It's a fun pairing, though, George. You're right. Not a bad pairing. But yeah, I'm absolutely ready for SummerSlam tomorrow. I think it's going to be a good, going to be a good show. I think it's going to be a good time, and looking forward to seeing what we can do. Wonder if Jelly Roll can take another Claymore. Yeah, I mean, I think he might. We'll see. We'll see what happens. I think Jelly Roll is absolutely motivated to have a good match and to outperform people's expectations. So, yeah. What is what? All right, we're almost back from commercial break. Vlad, what's up, buddy? Come here. Hope he's just running around the room here. All right, another shot of MetLife Stadium. They haven't shown us the SummerSlam set yet, and I'm curious what that looks like. Because surely that thing's got to be ready to rock and roll, I would think, if they're using a stadium. You know what I mean? Well, here comes the annoying heel, Logan Paul. Does Drew come out with him or get his own entrance? All right, here comes Drew. Wow, okay. So they booed Logan Paul, but they cheered Drew McIntyre. Jersey still respects Drew. Okay. Little pyro for Drew on the entrance with the fire.
Morris Paul and McIntyre taking on Jelly Roll and Randy Orton tomorrow at SummerSlam. And after the initial pre-order sold out minutes, LJN WWE Superstars are coming back for a second exclusive pre-order.
They're doing.
Along with Mattel, WWE revitalized the original action figure.
Oh, they're doing a second round of pre-orders for the LJN figures. I'm happy to hear that because they announced it last week, and by the time I saw them, they were already gone.
Tomorrow, Saturday, August 2nd at 6 p.m. Eastern on Target.com.
Oh, okay. So 6 p.m. tomorrow. Oh, so right when SummerSlam starts, they're going to unlock the pre-orders for those figures. That's good to know.
They're also effectively in a handicap match against Randy Orton and a non-wrestler
Okay.
Jelly Roll at SummerSlam Saturday. Really, that's what's been offending Logan Paul for the first time in 10 years and outside of celebrity.
Green shirt guy, you're the worst one of them all.
Logan just called out green shirt guy. That's a trip.
Wrestlers in the industry. And we are here trying to defend this place from outsiders.
Trying to defend this place from outsiders. Wow.
But not a single one of you understands what it means to compete at SummerSlam, which, by the way, Jelly Roll thought was a hot dog eating contest.
Wow. Jelly Roll thought it was a hot dog eating contest.
Listen, being true, we have dedicated our entire lives to this. And I am so sick of these outsiders where they think WWE is a stepping stone. They think they can come in here and take it to the next level. Guess what? That's basically impossible unless you're Logan Paul.
Gosh. I kind of enjoy the irony of Logan Paul calling out part-timers, you know. Yeah. And celebrity wrestlers, outsiders.
You are not a wrestler. And you learn today what you're going to learn tomorrow. And that is you are a country star, not a superstar, and you will never, ever belong here.
You're a country star, not a superstar. I give Logan credit. He didn't really get wutted in that promo either.
Whatever happens to Smelly Hole tomorrow is on you.
Drew calling him Smelly Hole.
You didn't have to give it to him. You want to be BFFs? You want free concert tickets? Is he fangirling over the guy? I don't know. Doesn't matter. The match is happening. What's that song? Jelly Roll's guy only talks to who when he needs a favor. Yeah, I think it's Weight Watchers. Yeah, I think so.
Wow.
But also,
Wow.
you only talk to God when you need a favor. How very selfish of you. I'll get God on speed dial And when Drew McIntyre prays, bad things happen. That's right.
That's a great line from Drew McIntyre. I've got God on speed dial. And when Drew McIntyre prays, bad things happen. I prayed for this and it happened. Oh, Jelly Roll's here with a whole host of people just waiting for him. Smacks the hood of the truck, and Randy's here with him. Of course he is. All right. Here they come, and they're coming out of the side. They ain't even coming out the main entrance. Nick Aldis trying to get in their way, trying to stop them from doing anything crazy. Nick Aldis better be careful. He's been eating an RKO before. All right, they're getting in here. Randy throwing hands with Drew, and Jelly Roll and Logan Paul are doing a thing. Will we see another boss man slam? Security guard pull apart. Oh, and Randy drops Logan Paul. And now Drew's got his hands on Randy. Drew looks like he's trying to set up for a Claymore maybe, but nope. And Drew's out of the ring now too. Randy and Jelly Roll still in the ring. Everybody being restrained by security. Loud Randy chants. That might be it for tonight. We'll see.
Following closely into Jelly Roll. Listen, that busted jump from earlier in the ring.
Okay. Randy and Jelly Roll just backed off. There's still a few security guards in the ring, though. They going to eat some RKOs? Crowd's chanting for RKO.
Nowhere to hide at SummerSlam. No security needed tomorrow night.
RKO to security. Another RKO to security. And Randy's looking at Jelly Roll. Is Jelly Roll going to hit an RKO? Choke slam. Makes a little more sense. And down he goes. Okay. Randy and Jelly Roll standing tall. And they will be clashing with one another this weekend at SummerSlam. As looks like we'll be winding up the show tonight. Not a bad closing segment. I will say I actually kind of enjoyed the Jelly Roll segment from the week before when he hit the Boss Man Slam. But, this wasn't bad. Oh, they're in Montreal next Friday, too. All right, George, you giving SmackDown a solid 8.5. I give it a 7.5. I mean, there were some high moments there, but there were some others. I think the first half of the show was really solid. Second half of the show, I don't know, it just felt kind of slow to me. I don't know how else to say it. But that being said, we're out of the woods now. We are fully on in SummerSlam mode starting tomorrow, 3 p.m. Pacific, 6 p.m. Eastern time. Going to have a great time. I will see you guys there. Make sure you check the poll tonight and give me your marked moment for SmackDown. We're going to have a great time with that as well. And otherwise, if not anything else, I will see you guys tomorrow. We'll have a blast at SummerSlam. It'll be a good time. And yeah, we're about to see some interesting stuff here at MetLife Stadium. So I hope you guys have enjoyed SmackDown. Thank you always for spending a little time with me on an evening to watch wrestling. I hope you have a great evening. Looking forward to hanging out with you guys tomorrow and Sunday for SummerSlam night 1 and 2. And as always, do not forget, most importantly of all, do not forget to be a mark. Being a mark only means you believe. Believing makes wrestling better. Have a great night. I will see you tomorrow.